From the moment she graced this world with her presence, Dakota's path was paved with stardust. Her story unfolds like a tale of intrigue, passion, and undeniable talent. But beyond the glittering lights and red carpets, she is a woman of remarkable depth and nuance. With every role she undertakes, she breathes life into characters, infusing them with her own brand of captivating magic, born into stardom. On the 4th of October, 1989, in Austin, Texas, Dakota Johnson entered into the world. Some would consider her lucky from birth, and they would be right, because her parents, Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson, were renowned and celebrated actors in their own right. As such, they had paved the way for their daughter and were determined to do whatever it took to ensure little Dakota survived and lived comfortably in this world. Dakota's maternal grandparents were also big shots in advertising, and they too decided that their beautiful granddaughter would want for nothing. While it is safe to say that Dakota was born with a silver spoon, the other side of the coin was that due to her parents' job, she had to travel and move around a lot, even at a young age. Little Dakota would always tag along with her workaholic parents, whether it was a film set or a premiere. However, despite moving around so much, she seemed to spend extended periods of time in Aspen and Woody Creek in Colorado. There, she spent some of her teenage years working in the local market, trying to fit in like every other child. But Dakota wasn't an ordinary little girl. Her parents were famous and had influence in Hollywood. So truly, she never had a specific location where she grew up in. When asked about her childhood, Dakota Johnson explains it as stressful and discombobulating. She said, "I was so consistently unmoored and discombobulated, I didn't have an anchor anywhere." Her schooling was also all over the place for her as she attended Aspen Community School, but only for a while before she had to change. She attended the Santa Catalina School in Monterey, California, for her freshman year of high school. But then she had to move around again, and so she transferred to the private New Roads School in Santa Monica, California. While it was tough on her as a child, Dakota's parents spared no time in showing her how much they loved her and would always try to be there for her despite their busy schedules, blooming of interest and passion. On the brighter side, just like her parents, Dakota got interested and intrigued by the world of show business. At the age of 12, she was first interested in modeling. She appeared with the children of other celebrities at the time for Teen Vogue. Her hunger and thirst for more opportunities grew like wildfire, and so eventually, even as she was attending high school in Santa Monica, Dakota was already earning an income from modeling. The exposure must have been great, because along the line, while still in high school, Dakota fell in love with the world of acting and wanted to get in at all costs. She conferred with her parents about this, fairly certain they would understand because they were actors themselves. But she got the shock of her life when her parents denied her the dream to go into acting. According to them, she had to finish high school first before they could even have the conversation. As distraught as Dakota was about her parents' response to her newfound passion, she was not going to let anything stop her. She would not give up her interest, even if she would have to wait a few more years. The beckoning of Hollywood. Despite all the challenges in her way, Dakota still insisted on getting into acting. The year was 1999 when she took her very first bold step and made her debut appearance in Crazy in Alabama. This film was special not just because it was her first one, but because she shared the screen with her half-sister, Stella Banderas, and the two sisters played the role of daughters to none other than their real-life mother, Melanie Griffith. As though all that isn't enough, the film was also directed by Dakota's ex-stepfather, the amazing and talented Antonio Banderas. Some would say it was a family affair, and it made it all the more magical for Dakota Johnson. To her, it was a good first start for her career in Hollywood. But even after all that, Dakota Johnson never for once forgot about her interest in modeling. And in 2006, she was selected to be Miss Golden Globe. With the title, she made history as being the first, second-generation Miss Golden Globe. And she was more excited than she had ever been. Her future was looking bright. Obviously, the title also opened her up to several opportunities in the modeling world. In that same year, she signed with IMG Models and more opportunities came flooding in. Before long, Dakota was known for her elegant presence and style. She would always appear stunning at every event and was the talk of the fashion industry. As a result, it came as no surprise when in 2009, Dakota became the face of the Mango brand's jeans line. Little by little, she became a force to reckon with, back to her primary passion. While her influence in the fashion and modeling industry was one to be proud of, Dakota's primary passion still remained acting. And so after she completed high school, her parents were true to their word and allowed her to pursue acting. The first step for her was to enroll in acting classes in 2008, where she met Tom Todoroff, a teacher who was instrumental and had a great impact on her acting career. These classes not only helped Dakota sharpen her skills, but it also fanned the flames of her passion, and so she easily stood out from everyone else. Before long, Dakota signed with the renowned William Morris Agency, and this is what catapulted her acting career. International recognition. After jumping from one film to the other in pursuit of success in the film industry, Dakota had one goal in mind: to be as successful as she could ever be and also live up to her family name. Finally, her breakthrough came in 2015 when she played the leading role of Anastasia Steele in the popular and erotic drama film 50 Shades of Grey. However, what most people may not realize is that that role was keenly contested and Dakota had to work extra hard during auditions to win the role. Thankfully, she won, beating Lucy Hale, Felicity Jones, Elizabeth Olsen, Danielle Panabaker, and Shailene Woodley. However, as successful as the film became, it raised a lot of questions regarding gender rights and equality. When asked about it, Dakota did not hesitate to make her stance known. She said, "I'm proud of the film. I completely disagree with people who think Anna's weak. I think she's actually stronger than he is. Everything she does is her choice. And if I can be an advocate for women to do what they want to do with their bodies and not be ashamed of what they want, then I'm all for that." The movie blew up into a trilogy: 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed. Although the trilogy turned out very successful, it was also heavily criticized, but this did not take anything away from Dakota Johnson's amazing portrayal of the character, Anastasia Steele. Dakota's personal life. Aside from acting, Dakota Johnson is also a tattoo enthusiast and has been heavily involved with advertisement and influencing. She has been named brand ambassador for the luxury fashion brand Gucci, appearing in their advertisements and promoting Gucci leather handbags. However, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, a nonprofit organization for animal welfare, called on her to reconsider her ambassadorship for Gucci, as these products were produced from python and alligator leather, which is illegal in California. Her activism didn't end there. In 2018, she collaborated with 300 women in Hollywood to set up the Time's Up initiative to protect women from harassment and discrimination. She has been in a relationship with Coldplay's vocalist Chris Martin since October 2017. They reside in Malibu, California. Another, more interesting personality is the daughter of Monica Bellucci, Diva Cassell. Click here to check out her story.